And he's probably not happy with that. And about 7 feet to go here. And the par putt drops. And now let's move to the second hole. And that looks like a 5-iron. And that 5-iron is just a bit too long for this one. And this putt is needed to save par. Just missing here. And this putt is for the bogey. Now let's see what this third hole has in store. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. And I apologize, folks, that shot's ended up in the rough. And now setting up from the rough. And this for the birdie. Oh goodness, that was almost in. And this putt's for par. And +1 on the day after that hole. And now the fourth hole. And might be going in the sand here. And about 17 feet to the cup. Ooh. That was very close. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that drops for bogey. And after that hole, staying right there in second place. I don't think we'll find some fairway here. And about 14 feet away here. For the birdie. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. He's probably not that happy about that one. And this putt's for birdie. This one's about 7 feet away. And that one will drop. And after that hole, 1 over for the day. And the wind definitely could be a factor on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Well, it's not on the top of the list of best approach shots today. I'm going to assume the wind had something to do with that. And this putt to save par. And that one will drop. And after that hole, nothing changes in the standings for them. Still in 2nd place. And next up is a par 4, folks. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. And I think he will be pleased with that. And about 14 feet to the cup. And that one will go for birdie. And on to the 9th hole. And he will like that. And a $190 out here. And looks like a 6-iron. Oh, this shot looks a bit off. And a bit of a poor approach shot there. And it's about a few feet from the cup. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. Ooh, and look at that drive go. From 115 yards out. Poor luck on that approach shot. Not enough club on that one, I think. And about 11 feet to go here. Oh, that was so close. And this one is for the bogey. And moving on to the 11th hole. And on this shot, he's ended up in the water. He's going to have to re-hit or take a drop. From here, about 230 to the pin. That looks like the hybrid. Not the best approach shot we've seen today. And from 24 feet away. Ooh. And this putt is for double bogey. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And now setting up for this par 5. Well, so far so good for this one. Well, I'm not sure exactly where this will end up, but it could be bad. And this for the birdie. Ooh, I thought that was going to go. And this one's for par. And a nice putt. And 4 over for the day after that hole. And now setting up on the par 3. Looks like a 7-iron. And this shot's looking pretty good. And that one is on the green with quite a bit of real estate to make up on that next putt. For the birdie. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. Yeah, I think you'll like that. From 145 yards out. Going with the 9-iron here. Yeah, I think he'll be happy with that. And this putt is for birdie. Oh my goodness, that was close. And it's time to take a peek at the leaderboard. And currently sitting at +3 for the day after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4. And he can't be too happy with that shot. And setting up 13 feet from the cup here. And that one will drop for par. And after that hole, staying fast in the second place on the leaderboard. And this is to save par. And that one's right in the cup. And currently sitting at 3 over for the day after that hole. And this next shot setting up significantly below the hole. Going with the 3-iron. I think you'll like that. 29 feet away. Ooh, and just inches away from greatness. This one's about a 7-footer. And that putt will drop for par. And they will stay in second place after that hole. And final hole, ladies and gentlemen, and he is 6 strokes off the lead. Let's see what happens. Well, you'll probably like that. And about 225 to go. And here's the 3-wood. This might be a bit too much club. And I don't think that was the intended result for that approach shot. Too much club, I think. And tapping it in to end this round with a bogey. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm giving you all of the welcomes for joining us today here at this event, brought to you by the TGC Network. And this is the beginning of the end, folks. Final round of the fourth event of the season. Let's get down to that first hole tee off. And pretty sure he's going to like that. From here, 190 yards to the pin. And going with the 6-iron. And I think he will like that. And this to save par. And a good putt. And now let's see what the second hole has in store. And going with the 7-iron on this one. This one's looking pretty good. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that one. And now let us see what the third hole has in store. He's got to be pleased with that. From 225 yards. And that couldn't have been the intended result on that approach. Just too much club. From here, this is about 10 feet away. And this shot could be the one, folks. Setting up for this next tee off. The wind could be an issue here. Let's see. And this shot's looking promising. And about 235 to the pin from here. I think he'll like that. Yeah, it's about 3 feet to the cup from here. And that one drops for par. Currently sitting at 1 under for the day. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store for us. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And that was spectacular work, hitting the green on this par 4 off the tee. Oh, I thought that one was gonna be in. And this putt is for birdie. And that putt will drop. And moving on to the 6th here. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And about 215 to the pin. And here's a 3-iron. And nothing wrong with that shot. 34 feet to go here. Oh my goodness, just missed. And for the par. Nice little putt. And after that one, sitting at 2 under for the day. And this next shot is setting up above the hole, so let's see what happens. And that shot will be on the green with a fairly lengthy putt ahead. So close. And this one's about 3 feet from the cup. And after that one, currently sitting at 2 under for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. Well, this is a close one. It could end up in the fairway. And about 105 yards to the pin. Unlucky on that approach shot. And I'm pretty sure the wind was the culprit there. And this putt to save par. And that one will drop. Okay, and still holding steady in second place after that hole. And I think he will like that. From 200 yards away. This is the 3-iron, I believe. Looks like this is bound for some rough. And about 12 feet to go to get to that cup. Oh. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And now setting up for the par 4. And some poor luck there. He's probably not too happy about that one. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. Oh. Ooh, that was a nice little chip in there for birdie. Okay, now moving on to the 11th. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And let's see how this one goes. They're setting up below the hole. Yeah, it looks like a 5-iron. And this one is on the green with a lengthy putt ahead. And just missing. And this for the par. And a decent putt. And currently sitting at 2 under for the day. And next up we have a par 5 hole. And he won't be too pleased with that. And now back into the fairway. And about 155 yards out. Going with the 9-iron. This is going towards the green here. This putt's about a 2-footer. And after that hole, staying right there in second place. And now the 13th hole. Well, the approach did find the green, but quite a long distance putt ahead. Well, I'm sure that wasn't intended. A little bit more work to do now. This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say. That one's going to drop for bogey. And setting up now on the 14th tee. Nice shot. I think you'll like that. And about 185 yards to the pin. I think that's a 5-iron. And with that, he's on the green. And this is for birdie. And that putt drops. And moving on to the 15th hole. And this putt is for birdie. And a decent little putt there. And next up is a par 4, folks. And this one could be in the rough, but could not be. Let's find out. And from here, about 235 yards to the pin. Going with the hybrid here. And that shot will be on the green with a fair amount of distance to make up to get that next putt in the hole. And tapping in for bogey. And sitting at 2 under for the day. And this next shot, setting up below the hole. Going with the 3-wood. And this one's looking pretty good. 12 feet to the cup. Oh, and it just didn't drop. And this one's about 4 feet from the cup. And that putt drops on in for par. And 2 under for the day after that one. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. And I think this one's going to find the fairway. And from here, about 210 yards to the pin. Going with the 3-iron. This is heading towards the green. And I apologize, we've actually ended up in the rough. And if this drops, that's for a final round score of 68. And that one will drop.